Virtual classroom. So, virtual education is a term describing online education using the internet. ठीक है, तो वर्चुअल एजुकेशन में क्या होता है कि ऑनलाइन एजुकेशन होती है किसके ज़रिए, इंटरनेट के ज़रिए. दिस टर्म इज़ प्रेमरली यूज्ड इन हायर एजुकेशन. ये टर्म को हम हायर एजुकेशन में यूज़ करते हैं. सम सो कॉल्ड वर्चुअल यूनिवर्सिटीज़ have also been established in different parts of the world. So the concept of virtual classroom is directly related to the concept of virtual education. ठीक है. So meaning and definition of virtual classroom. Virtual classroom is an online learning environment. The environment can be web-based and accessed through a portal or software and require a downloadable executable file. Just like a real world classroom, a student in a virtual classroom participate in synchronous, which means that the teacher and students are logged into the virtual learning environment at the same time. तो जैसे आपका रियल लाइफ में होता है, वर्चुअल लाइफ में भी जो स्टूडेंट एंड टीचर इंगेज करते हैं आपस में रियल लाइफ में, ऐसे ही ऑनलाइन ज़रिए भी ये आपस में इंगेज करते हैं. ठीक है. सो तो जो टीचिंग लर्निंग प्रोसेस है वो ऑनलाइन होता है. सो बाय डेफिनेशन अ वर्चुअल क्लासरूम इज़ एन ऑनलाइन क्लासरूम दैट अलाउज participants to communicate, view presentation, interact with learning resources, and work in groups. It can be used to hold lectures and tutorial online, particularly with external students. It can also set up online meeting spaces for students to work in a group task. Now, Adobe Connect can also be used to host virtual meetings and virtual seminars. तो इसकी आप एक डेफिनेशन देख लीजिए. तो अकॉर्डिंग टू मोरे टोरॉफ, virtual classroom is a web-based environment that allows you to participate in live training events without the need to travel. You to listen the lectures, participate in lab exercise, ask questions, and receive feedbacks just as you do in a conventional classroom, except you do it from the convenience of your desktop or anywhere you have an internet and phone connection. So आप ये definition ज़रूर लर्न कीजिए इसके लिए. So hence a virtual classroom is an advanced learning environment created using internet, computers, supplicated video conferencing devices in which either teacher is not physically present for remote learning or students are not present distance education in the classroom. Now next is objectives of virtual classroom. A virtual classroom is a learning environment created in the virtual space. So it has the following objectives in view. इसकी main objectives क्या हैं? So first is to support live online classes for a distance learning and remote education. तो डिस्टेंस लर्निंग के लिए लाइव ऑनलाइन क्लासेस को सपोर्ट करवाना, ये इसका मेन ऑब्जेक्टिव है. सेकेंड इज to improve the quality and effectiveness of education by collaborative learning and teaching process. Third, to pool academic resources, thereby improving access to advanced educational experiences. Fourth is to increase and improve the accessibility of educational resources to the persons with disabilities. Fifth, to hold participants in the meeting, webinars, conferences, workshops, etc. through video conferencing. Now, in this way, the main objectives of virtual classroom are to improve access to advanced educational experiences by allowing students and instructors to participate in remote learning communities using personal computers and to improve the quality and effectiveness of education by using the computer to support a collaborative learning process. Next is virtual classroom accessories. A virtual classroom must have the following materials for its working: projectors, LCDs, server machine, video conferencing system, high definition multimedia visualizer, interactive whiteboard or touch panel, digital canvas and HD cameras. तो ये सारी एसेसरीज हैं वर्चुअल क्लासरूम के लिए. Next is features of virtual classroom. First is live video streaming. Presentation with powerful functionality that deliver easy viewing of slides and other documents, shared internet access, virtual whiteboard, and a media center, all through an easy to use toolbar. Second, application files and desktop sharing enable the student to view live demonstration. Third, instructor can view each student's session when he performs his hands-on labs. The instructor can access his remote system to demonstrate and assist him. Fourth, public and private text chat allows for increased interactivity between participants and can be easily saved as a test file. Now, next part is working of virtual classroom. A virtual classroom system may involve its own system for assigning practice work, projects, and question or problems for reinforcing, fixing, and evaluating the progress of the students. It is uploaded on its website, and students are asked to give their responses. First is presentation. Generally, the study materials prepared by the experts and experienced teachers may be uploaded on the website of a virtual classroom or campus, and the students are allowed to download the text and graphics for their study by issuing a confidential password to the students registered with the class or campus. More simply, a system of virtual classroom may allow the subject experts to deliver instruction on a topic and may be telecast live with the help of satellite based teleconferencing as is done in EduSat programs of NCERT in India. Now second is interaction. There may be a number of appropriate options available to the students for interacting with their teachers and colleagues. For it, line chatting, email, or audio or video conferencing, etc., may be used. Third is evaluation. Through interactive techniques, teachers can ensure the active participation of the students in the instructional process. He can ask questions for testing their comprehensions and evaluate their progress, besides giving them freedom for removing their doubts and solution of the problems. Next is advantages of virtual classroom. First is offer anytime access. It offers live classes and group discussion at times that are convenient for instructor and student, not just when the physical act facilities are available. तो ये कहीं भी किसी को भी एक्सेस कर सकता है कि वो कहीं भी एजुकेशन एक्टिविटी हो सके, ठीक है, या तो कभी इंस्ट्रक्टर कन्वीनियंट हो या फिर स्टूडेंट कन्वीनियंट हो, जब उनका मन चाहे. Second is ensure comprehension. It ensures students to understand their lesson by asking immediate feedback, answering question, and giving in-depth verbal explanation of complex material. Third is flexible content area. A variety of content types can be viewed such as PowerPoint, Word, Excel, HTML web pages, images, movie clips, PDF, Flash, CMS pages. Fourth is effective interactive exercises. Electronic whiteboard and polls, quizzes, and survey provide effective interactive exercises. Students remain highly engaged for all the time. Fifth, recording of the class. Recording is done for every lesson for retrieving. मीन्स ताकि आप उसे दोबारा देख सकें, लेकिन ऐसा फिजिकल क्लास में नहीं होता. सिक्स्थ, अपील टू डिफरेंट लर्निंग स्टाइल्स. It enables students to meet their development objectives by appealing to different learning styles, as many students are auditory and visual learners. Seventh is flexibility. Virtual classrooms offer incomparable convenience and flexibility. A student can access a virtual classroom from home, internet cafe, or any other place which has an internet connection. Eighth is no wastage of time. Students don't even need to waste time traveling or to training centers. It is brought at their desk. Ninth, a student don't need to fall behind or spend extra time for catching up if he misses a class. All sessions are recorded. Students can watch and listen to the entire session at any time. 10th is it is accessible to a variety of students, especially to person with disabilities. 11th, create community. It creates a sense of community among students and instructors who might not otherwise interact with one another. Next is disadvantages of virtual classroom. First, it is costly approach. Not all schools have the required technology and equipments. Second, there is a lack of development of appropriate instructional and learning methods. Third, students who have low motivation or had bad study habits will be left behind since there is no teacher that will personally motivate those students. Fourth, online instructors are not always available. When students are studying, there is a great chance that student will have difficulty in studying their lesson without the help of the teacher. Fifth, some lessons can't be taught hand on and lab work are very hard to teach by this approach. Students will not be able to learn moral values and have the support they acquire from their teachers in the traditional classrooms. Six is socialization. Learning through virtual classroom has a drawback, that is a lack of socialization for students. Most of them face isolation and have no face to face contact with each other. Seventh, lack of structure. Taking online courses through virtual classroom requires a significant amount of self discipline. Unmotivated students generally struggle in a virtual setting or structure. 8. Technology issue. Technology problems are always frustrating. It disrupts the continuity. If the learning software does not work well with the computer or the internet connection fails in the midst of the lesson, then it will end up spending more time and energy, etc. Now, in the end, we can say that there is a no doubt that technology has brought us many benefits and has made our lives easier. But it is not 100% foolproof. The newer systems may have revolutionized the educational system, but does not mean that these are not susceptible to flaws. The important thing is that we should learn from these systems and keep on moving forward. So, this is all about virtual classroom, its disadvantages, advantages, its working features, accessories, objectives, and also the meaning and definition of virtual classroom.